It's almost 3 a.m. You're killing time in an old indie survival game called the Barens. It's an empty experience by design, just low-poly pine forests, fog, and the sound of gravel under your boots. On a server this size, you expect to be alone. Your physical environment is just as empty. The bedroom is dark, save for the blue light of an ultra-wide monitor illuminating a messy desk and a half-finished soda. 200 virtual meters away, at the crest of a hill, a silhouette appears. It's a gray survivor skin, no name tag. It doesn't move, it just stands there, facing you through the digital fog. In a game defined by vast, unoccupied space, seeing another player who remains perfectly stationary violates the typical flow of the session. It's the first indication that something is off. You perform a strafe test. You tap the A and D keys to jiggle your character left and right. A universe player is actually behind the keyboard. The figure waits 5 seconds, then it mirrors you. 1 step left, 1 step right. Every movement is a perfect reflection of your own. Usually, online play involves ping, a delay of a few milliseconds where data travels to a server and back. There is always a fraction of a second between your action and another player's reaction, but this figure is frame perfect. You try a triple jump test, tapping the spacebar in quick succession. The distant figure jump syncs with you perfectly, matching the rhythm without a single frame of delay. This behavior bypasses the physical limits of a network connection. It is reacting to your inputs at a speed that standard server routing cannot achieve. You assume it's a script, a bot designed to mirror whatever you do. To break it, you spin your mouse wildly, sprinting in erratic circles while toggling your flashlight on and off as fast as possible. You stop abruptly. The game screen settles.
You look back at the hill to see if the bot is still spinning. The figure isn't spinning. Instead, it's much closer, standing just 20 yards away, staring directly into the camera with a blank, textureless face. The global chat box chimes. A new message appears from player unknown. It says, "You move too fast." The entity didn't mirror your movements during the spin. It waited until your camera was turned away to close the distance. It's timing its actions based on your field of vision. You type back, dismissing the player as a creep with a clever script, and quickly tell them you're logging off. You glance at your webcam. The physical plastic slider is closed tight. There is no digital way for anyone to see into your room. Then the chat chimes again. Don't log off. You haven't even finished your soda yet. You haven't touched the soda in the game. There isn't even a drink mechanic. You look at the half-empty can on your actual desk.
You scramble back, your chair squeaking against the floor, and grab your phone to call for help. In your panic, you drop it. As you reach under the bed for the phone, your speakers ping again. You peek at the monitor. The message reads, "Careful, you cracked the screen when you dropped it." The entity is providing real-time descriptions of physical events in your room that have nothing to do with the game's code. The plastic cover on your webcam is still shut. Even if your computer was hacked, the camera is physically incapable of seeing the phone on the floor. To see the soda on the desk and the shattered glass under the bed, the observer needs a direct physical line of sight into the bedroom. You type a single question. Where are you? The response is instant. Look at my character. On the screen, the gray figure breaks its idle animation. It slowly, deliberately raises its virtual arm and points directly out of the monitor. You follow the trajectory. The finger is pointing past you, over your left shoulder. You turn around. The finger is aimed at the slightly open door of your closet, just a few feet behind your chair. Then, from inside the darkness of that closet, you hear the heavy creak of a floorboard. The entity in the game wasn't a reflection of your character. It was a reflection of the person watching you from behind. The chat box chimes one last time. Found you.